Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimati Radhanath Swami Niti Namane. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Dear most Gurudev, my dear Father, please accept my most humble and loving obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you on this ever most auspicious celebration of your appearance. Appearance or disappearance? I guess that's subjective, but I shall try to focus on the former and not the latter. I would like to start by sharing my impressions, Gurudev, from my first few days here during this particular visit. The moment I entered the temple grounds, I was hit by so much affection and love, right from the driver and security guards who recognized me, to the devotees, to your darling daughters, Shailaja Pyari and Lakshita, who were once little young girls, whom I had the good fortune of serving in Sunday school, and later IASW Girls Forum, and who have now blossomed into beautiful Vaishnavis who carry your mood of deep care and love. Slowly meeting all the devotees one by one further deepened that very same feeling, love. Surely anybody who visits this temple goes back feeling so well taken care of and loved. Loved that you taught us all, Gurudev. Love that you showered upon us all liberally, spoiling and pampering us, yet nurturing us carefully. You will be happy to know, Gurudev, that that mood is still in the air because you showed by example how it is to be done, how one should care. The beauty of your temple, Gurudev, your offering of love to your beloved Srila Prabhupada, which I feel is an expansion of your beautiful heart, seems to be ever expanding. And the seeds you carefully, lovingly sowed in the form of your many projects and the many young devotees you attracted and brought to this temple, too, are continually blossoming and now bear beautiful, fragrant fruits and flowers in the form of their results and achievements. First and foremost, your chosen and very mature, intelligent, and able young disciples, nurtured and guided by your loving instructions. Krishna Kishore Prabhu, Vrijendra Krishna Prabhu, Dheer Gaur Prabhu, Prema Avatar Prabhu, Chitta Hari Prabhu, Abhay Charan Prabhu, Vyasa Prabhu, and so many more are prime examples of first-class disciples who actually fully understand your mood and mission, if I may use those words, and more importantly, have no ulterior motives. They are blessed with the capability of taking the treasure you have gifted them to unseen levels. Having spent 11 core years of my life serving here with my husband, and thus having natural deep affection for this sacred place, for me, this is highly hope-giving. Continuing with my impressions, the very first evening after my long journey, I was treated to Govindas by dear Shailaja, the cherished restaurant of not just ISKCON, but the whole of Ujjain. What a true masterpiece to marvel. The new Govinda stands as a testament to refined excellence. The decor is an inviting symphony of elegance, beauty, and finesse, while the cuisine, Gurudev, truly presents a tantalizing masterpiece of culinary artistry, just the way you would have loved it to be. I'm yet to revisit the other many glorious projects, Guru Maharaj, but I'm well aware how they too are reaching unseen heights. Gurudev, next I wish to share my experience at your Samadhi. It is hard to express this, but in my first darshan, I felt your deep, profound, soul-touching presence. The moment I arrived there, I was drawn by your form on the asan, So I went really close and began to look at you. I couldn't help but feel and notice that you actually smiled at me so lovingly, your eyes expressing your affection to your fallen daughter, as if saying, "Welcome back, Jamuna Priya." It was a glance so deep, it touched my very being, so personal. My eyes, not wanting to leave your affectionate glance, got locked with yours. I found myself spontaneously opening up and sharing so much with you, Gurudev, right there and then. I felt heard and understood. And then I then started doing parikram of you with my eyes fixated to yours. But to my utter surprise, Gurudev, while I was moving, I couldn't help but notice that you were constantly glancing at me with affection, your eyes moist and full of love. Oh Krishna, the feeling was indescribable. I felt how real are you, Gurudev? I actually felt you were there. You are certainly present there, Gurudev, not just in the Samadhi, but in the entire temple, keeping a watchful eye and guiding us all. Gurudev, I feel so fortunate to be blessed with two most cherishable gurus, two fathers, you and His Holiness Radhanath Swami, Guru Maharaj. When we relocated from UK to Ujjain upon your request, Gurudev, I asked my Gurudev, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, for his instruction now that I was to relocate. He said only one line: "Please serve His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj with all your heart and soul. See his instruction as mine. If you can please Maharaj, know that I am pleased." Gurudev, though I had no qualifications, nonetheless, you kindly engaged me in various services. I don't know if you remember, Guru Maharaj, but starting with the first, what was the Mahaprasad stall. Actually, the prasad from the altar, the Mahaprasad, was being sold at that time. So there was a stall that was set up. So starting with the first Mahaprasad stall, and then when I asked you to kindly give the stall a name, you coined it Prasadam Bhandar. Then taking care of Sunday school, ISKCON Jain Youth Group, which upon request for a name, you coined it as IASW, which still exists, which means ISKCON Avanti Spiritual Warriors. I also got the opportunity, Guru Maharaj, to serve new Matajis via two Bhakti Vrikshas. There was one that was started, and from there another one Mataji got inspired, so there became two Bhakti Vrikshas, and one weekly Gita class, and then there was school and college preaching activities also. After I came back from UK, from my in-between visit, upon receiving Brahman Diksha from His Holiness Radhanath Swami Gurudev, I once asked, just generally, a question in Srimad Bhagavatam class that you were giving, that Guru Maharaj, when one receives Brahman Diksha, what services must one do to serve better? To my surprise, you answered my general question by saying, you can cook for Radha Madan Mohan. My heart skipped a beat and I didn't know what to think. I began to wonder if I asked the wrong question. What have I put myself into? I realized my question had led to something unplanned and unexpected. But straight away, I very happily started the evening cooking for our lordships and made a rota so that all our community Matajis could also cook and take up the mercy you had bestowed. And now Aparajita Mataji is very kindly continuing with that so wonderfully. Thank you, Mataji. Gurudev, His Holiness, one second, I just lost. Gurudev, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj had instructed me to please you. Although little insignificant me tried my very best, it was still full of unlimited faults. And I don't know how much I actually managed to please you. So today I beg your forgiveness for all the mistakes I made along the way. Gurudev, I thank you for having engaged me. But most importantly, I thank you for engaging my dear husband in your personal service. You entrusted him with so much wonderful responsibility, serving as one of the 3 presidents of this prestigious temple. He was a resident president who never left Ujjain for almost 11 years. He was hardworking, still is, straightforward, still is, and committed to your desire. That often made him probably not the most liked person by a good few who had, unfortunately, other motives perhaps. He felt fortunate and honored and eager to serve you. Secretly, Guru Maharaj, that was my pride and joy, that Prabhuji was engaged in serving you according to your desires. Yet, Guru Maharaj, despite being so fulfilling and rewarding, it did come with its trials and tribulations. Working with a different mix of devotees from different backgrounds and culture brought its own challenges. To the extent that once my husband's life was under threat. I've never shared this, but I'm taking the opportunity today because I feel personally, me having gone away for 7 years after Guru Maharaj having placed us both in Vrindavan, I feel I'm on a different journey where my heart is opening up. And I feel that I need to maybe express certain things which have been deeply buried. So I may be taking a little extra time. I'm sorry about that. Is that okay if I continue? And I'll try and be fast.
Yeah, Mataji.
Thank you. So now my offering is going into a slightly different tone, I guess is the word. So I'll just say a few words back. Actually, you know, when you open your heart and you share openly amongst devotees who were there from the beginning, and I'm sad that not many devotees are here, it can be quite healing. So I'm just continuing my own journey here. So I'm just going to read a few words back. Yet despite being so fulfilling and rewarding, it did come with its trials and tribulations, Gurudev, as you very well know. Working with a different mix of devotees from different backgrounds and culture brought its own challenges. To the extent that once my husband's life was under threat. I was home alone, and after his meeting, where something worrying transpired between him and the devotees who he needed to convey Guru Maharaj's message to, he called me and asked me, Jamuna, Priya, quickly bolt the windows and doors and stay indoors. There was one particular devotee who actually followed me home and wanted to know where I live. And unexpectedly, he offered me to take me home, which was very unexpected. And I said, Prabhuji, I'm totally fine. I go home every day. But actually he was trying to find out where I was living. Prabhuji, he called me and he asked me to quickly bolt the windows and doors and stay inside. I began to get worried sick regarding his safety. But then I asked one particular devotee to please bring him home back in your own car. He should not walk back. And finally, he arrived home safely. I never shared any of this, Guru Maharaj, with you at that point. A few days later, I found myself very emotional. I felt the very desperate need for your darshan, Gurudev, and asked my husband to come with me. We went together to your quarters, entered your room. We were hardly together because he was always busy with his services and I was busy with mine. But this particular time we did go together. So we went together, Gurudev, to your quarters, entered your room. You were sitting on the right side on the Sankera furniture. I can still see you. And we sat down on the floor in front of you. You kindly asked me, yes, Jamuna Priya, I heard you wanted to talk to me. Tell me, how are you? I was certain not to get into any details or speak any names, never wanting to malign anyone's image. I looked down, but unexpectedly, instead of speaking anything at all, I just started weeping. I wept a bit and I thought I'll stop and then speak, but all I could do was simply weep. Then finally I looked up and found you looking at me, but your eyes were full with tears. Your compassionate, soft heart, without me even saying anything, felt my pain. Just like a concerned, caring father, you gave me a tissue box. I wiped my tears, and that was that. I left feeling much better because without me saying anything, I felt you heard me. And once, Gurudev, I came for your darshan regarding some preaching or something that I needed some help with. And before I was going to come to see you, Gurudev, there was one Mataji there sitting with the daughter. This is not a complaint glorification, but this is just sharing my heart. So, because that thing troubled me for many, many, many years, but I'm going to censor what I'm going to say, Guru Maharaj. So, I went there innocently, sitting for my turn, but there was one Mataji there with her daughter, and I was a little bit surprised. So they went in first because they were waiting before me. And I wasn't surprised that they were waiting there, but I was surprised when Guru Maharaj, you called me in. And I couldn't make any sense out of what was going on because I went for my own darshan. And then Guru Maharaj, you said to me that, I won't say the name, but you said, this Mataji is saying that you don't talk to her anymore. And that hit me so hard. I said, Guru Maharaj, I just said it very clear. I said, Guru Maharaj, you may remember, I said, Maharaj, I've tried so much to deal with this particular Mataji, but I think she has managed to make me cross all limits, or she has crossed all limits, Maharaj, and I've given up. So I have decided not to pursue this. And Guru Maharaj, you understood me so deeply. And you were trying to pacify this Mataji also, but you totally understood where this Mataji was and what was in my heart. And then Guru Maharaj, after this, you asked that Mataji to leave. And then you said to me, it's okay, Jamuna Priya. She's very envious of you. And I felt understood and cared for again. And he said, it's okay, you can keep away from her. And Maharaja, I'm sorry, but I still do. But I'm trying to, I beg for your blessings that I can forgive and love and move on. So coming back to my offering. Thank you, Gurudev, for your lectures, most crystal clear, making complex subject matters easy and understandable. This often made me ask you questions after your classes, sometimes many. Once I said, Guru Maharaj, I have 5 questions, to which you laughed and said, only 5? The whole temple room laughed. Thank you for teaching us what it means to be a follower of ISKCON, of Srila Prabhupada, by your own shining example. Gurudev, you always kept Srila Prabhupada in the forefront of everything you did. You taught us, not just us, but the entire ISKCON, that Prabhupada is the preeminent guru of ISKCON. I clearly remember how on your Vyasa Puja day, you used to get a yajna done in the temple room in front of your lords in the morning. I don't know how many devotees here know this or how many devotees remember that Guru Maharaj used to do a yajna. And we would all sit around the fire yajna, and after the yajna was completed, you would make us all take a vow that we would never leave ISKCON. Gurudev, where is a Prabhupada man like you to be found now? You truly were and still are a one-of-a-kind Prabhupada man. Gurudev, 3 years ago I came to attend your Vyasa Puja. That was my first visit to Ujjain after your departure. It was painful due to your absence. But my second visit, i.e. this visit, why do all Matajis have to cry? The pain is even deeper. Yet I feel your presence so deeply, more than ever before. It's a strange, overwhelming feeling, hard to describe, bittersweet feeling. Departure needs closure, and I don't think I managed to find closure to your departure. And I have to thank Shrutakirti Prabhu in Vrindavan for helping me with this. I was first in denial, Maharaj, then anger, and then I don't know what. I was going through. But I actually felt very lost, like all the devotees. But this visit, I feel different. I think there is finally acceptance of your departure, Guru Maharaj, but very importantly, a newfound feeling of your presence through your young disciples who are working tirelessly, intelligently, efficiently, and diligently. Isn't that amazing, Gurudev? And because of the new Samadhi, I feel I can communicate with you every day and that you are smiling upon me affectionately, sweetly. Fortunately, we are so blessed with so many exalted Vaishnavas to guide us, Gurudev. But please know that no one can take your place. No one can shower the love and affection, the care, the personal concern you always expressed. Do I miss you? Do I feel grateful to you? Beyond my heart can express, Gurudev. Thank you for everything. Because of you, I feel part of a very sweet family in Ujjain. Ujjain will remain a place of treasure. Ujjain will remain a place of treasure, of deep emotions for me forever. And I thank you for this gift, hoping somehow, someday, elsewhere in a different realm, to be in your Vapu presence again. Thank you for accepting this fallen and unqualified wandering soul as your daughter, Jamuna Priya Devi Dasi. Guru Maharaj ki
Jai.